And so that's what this is. And but the little fluffy butterfly chair is pretty great.
Awesome. Welcome to our first ever live stream.
Woohoo! Hey, hey.
To all the people who are not listening.
It's fine. You can catch us on the flip side. So it's been a hot minute.
I know.
What happened to us last week?
Well, I don't remember last week.
I don't I don't know. It was like our normal day, and I just was doing a whole bunch of shit around the house, and then I was like, it's like Cordelia was getting home from school, and I was like, well, I guess we're not going to record today. Um, I was like, Eva never messaged me, so she's probably busy too, and that's
That's probably what happened.
yeah. So
Actually, I didn't have a great week last week.
you didn't why?
No. Um, you know, one thing I like about being much older, keep getting older,
Mm-hmm.
is that I actually know myself pretty well.
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so I was in a bit of a valley after something really big happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I understood why it was happening. So I kind of was just like, whatever, I'm just going to move through it.
Mm-hmm.
But there was something I was working on, and it was really challenging. And the person that I was working on it with and for ghosted me for like 5 days. And so I was checking in every morning as the conscientious, diligent project manager that I am,
Mm-hmm.
and hearing nothing, nothing, nothing. So this
That's,
happened between Friday and Tuesday, or Wednesday even.
yeah.
And by Wednesday at lunch, I just was having an absolute meltdown. So I had to work my way through that, and then it kind of crashed afterward.
Hmm. Well, that's shitty.
Well, you know what the cool part is, though? When something like that happens, it puts the relationship in the correct place. So if I'm trying too hard or working too hard or putting too much forward and
Yeah.
something like that is happening, then I can recalibrate and kind of put it in the correct box.
Mm-hmm. It's all a learning life lesson, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let's see. So I have a little bit of an update. I went off the medication for about 4 weeks
Mm-hmm.
because we were talking about that last time,
Yep.
and I restarted. And so I learned a couple of things. First of all, it took a while for like the hunger to come back, and it wasn't till like about the fourth week, going into the fifth week, that I was like, oh my God, this is what it feels like to be hungry. And it was an exquisite experience. I'll have to tell you. I was like, this is the best feeling in the world.
Did you go out to
Um,
eat? What did you do?
I, well, like I just was like, it just was. I had been so not feeling that for almost 2 years, that I was like, "Ah, it just feels good to be hungry. Like, let me tell you. Because it was like, oh, I like know what I want to eat, and yeah, this sounds good, and no, that doesn't. Like, I was more decisive about like what I wanted to eat. It was just bizarre, totally weird. Um,
It's
and the
so
other,
wild to me because I'm terrified of getting hungry. I don't want to be hungry ever again. Not
yeah,
ever.
no, it was like, I was like, oh, I can actually, it was like I could enjoy food, and I remembered like, oh, this is what it's like to like eat for the joy of it and not just for sustenance.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, to me, that's a great feeling. I'll be honest. I love it. Love it. So that was really nice. And then I was like, okay, well, it's time to get back on in the saddle. Um, and so it all went away.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny because Justin bought these amazing pastries from Costco. They're the danishes with like the cherry filling or the cheese filling, and I remember thinking I was like, I better eat one of those cherry danishes before I'm just not going to enjoy it. It's like it was like I was like romancing this fucking Danish. It was so dumb. So yeah, so that was cool. But what the real aha moment for me was that I realized that I was thirsty. Not only does the medication make you not hungry, but for me, it makes me not thirsty either,
Really?
which is dangerous,
That's
right?
weird. I'm super thirsty.
Yeah, no, not at all for me. So I'm like, this is why I'm having a hard time. Because I thought it was like an ADHD thing where I was like, get so distracted and so like hyper focused on whatever that I just wouldn't drink water all day. And then I would be like dragging ass and feeling shitty. And when you're, you know, staring down the barrel of menopause, it's like you can't just not drink fluid at all. So I'm definitely going to be way more cognizant of that. You
You
know.
just gave me a really good idea, but I gotta go get something out of the kitchen. Hang on.
Okay. It's kind of weird just looking at myself in the camera when Eva's not here. And now I'm talking to you guys. I feel like I want to say something really important and I don't know what it is. Sorry. I was talking to our listeners while you were gone.
There aren't any.
Oh.
Oh, dang. That's not someone I want to talk to. Oh, wow. I'm a little scared. Can you hear my phone buzzing?
No, I cannot.
Yeah. I can't even.
Well, then don't.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I was like, oh. So now that I'm aware that that's happening, as far as like drinking water or, because I've been drinking like decaf iced tea, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping to have more success. I am down. Um, so I think the lowest I got was 195, and then I'm back up to like 205.
Mm-hmm.
But I was before I restarted. I think I was up at 209. So I'm down like 2 or 3 pounds, and it probably just is because like water weight. I don't know. Um. So yeah, that was like my big update epiphany. I don't know. Um. I saw a new healthcare provider today. Her name's Olivia. She's like the Energizer Bunny. This woman is like, and I don't know what her ethnicity is, but she's got the most beautiful brown almond eyes, tan skin, dark hair. She's like stunning. I just look at her, I'm like, you're so pretty. And like bouncing off the walls. She's just like, so I talked to her today and I was like, yeah, I'm on all these medications. So I wanted to get some of my mental health medications like adjusted because I was like, I feel like some things could be better. And she was like, oh my God, okay, let's dive into it. I mean, like, this is how she's talking to me. I'm like, you're the cutest thing ever. And I told her about the podcast. And I was like, I said, well, I've been on the Semaglutide, da da da. I told her the whole story. And she's like, you have a podcast? That's so cool. Can I listen?
Sure.
Like,
we'll take all the listeners we can get.
It's free. You can, yeah, girl, do it. So I gave her all the info. She's like, well, what platforms? I was like, we're on Spotify and,
Mm-hmm.
Apple Podcasts. And oh my God,
Yep.
Spotify. Yes. Okay, great. Perfect. So hopefully she will start listening. She's really great. She's also Cordelia's healthcare provider too. She's a physician's assistant. Yeah. So anyhow, She's awesome. Uh, and so we adjusted some, we're going to adjust some of my medication because I think that I'm taking a little bit too much ADHD meds. And the one I'm taking can kind of like increase your anxiety. So we're going to dial that down so we don't have to dial the anxiety medication up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just making little adjustments, which has been great. So we'll see how that goes.
Were you off the meds for Halloween?
Hmm.
So you got to.
No, wait, actually, no, I take that back. I took my first shot uh the what's oh my god, the week before. I can't remember now. Oh my god, I can't remember. Sorry.
So
So,
you ate Halloween candy or did not
oh
eat it?
yeah,
You
oh
did.
hell yeah, and oh, you know what I did that was so fucking great?
What?
I went to a candy and wine pairing class.
Ew.
It okay. It sounds weird, but let me tell you how fucking great it was. Okay, so this winery, and this is like not like there's levels of winery, levels of bougie, right? And this is probably like on a bougie scale 7 or 8. Oh, look at my handsome boy back there.
It's gonna jump in the trash can.
Yeah. Don't throw yourself away, buddy. Yeah. So, uh, so I don't want to say, okay, pair all Riesling with Sour Patch Kids because I don't know if that's going to work. But this particular Riesling, I don't know the name of it. So sorry. Um, and Sour Patch Kids. I love the look on your face right now. This is so great. It was really good. And so I got that Riesling. And I also got the um, Cabernet that you pair with Reese's because, like, it gives you, like, this peanut butter and jelly kind of
Okay,
aftertaste.
I can see it.
It, I mean, here's the thing. You're not, like, hoovering all the candy in your mouth and guzzling the wine. I mean,
No,
it's,
no,
you're
no.
doing
I
it in a
got
very,
you.
like,
This is like me with. There's a certain kind of olive that I like to eat with a certain kind of almond
oh,
at the same time.
okay. Well, I really am not an olive person, but I can
I'm not either.
imagine that if that would be good.
Yeah. So I'm following you. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
It was kind of amazing because they had like we tasted 6 different wines and a port. I don't like
Hmm.
port. Some people are. It's. I think it's like a love hate thing. Either you're into it or you think it's disgusting. I was not. And then we did. So we also did cheese too. So it was like all the different candies and then the different cheeses.
That's
So
pretty fun.
it was really great. Yeah.
Well, I don't think I could drink wine or eat candy, and I will admit, well, there's two things I ate a lot of. One was this skinny dipped dark chocolate peanut butter cup, and they're just awesome. They only have 2 grams of sugar, and there's no weird stuff in it. Like there's not a bunch of sugar alcohol, like you know how sometimes.
Or that xylitol shit.
Yeah, there's no artificial sweetener. It's just a really good, and doesn't make me sick to eat. Like I
I
can.
was like, did it make you shit your pants?
No, there's nothing in it. It's just chocolate and peanut butter. It's just really good. Dark chocolate. They're
What are you
great.
gonna say, buddies?
I was talking about them and somebody was like, "Oh, it's got to have sugar alcohol." And so I came back home and looked and I was like, "Nope. It truly just has 2 grams of regular old sugar." So those are great. But then I thought, well, that's dark chocolate. So is Mounds. I'll just eat some Mounds. No,
Mm-hmm.
that didn't happen. That was
You
not.
couldn't. You couldn't
I
do it.
can't eat any of the refined. Like I was trying to make the kids pay the candy tax and I couldn't eat any of it. So
Yeah.
it's all got to go. It's all going to get tossed.
Yeah. I went over to my girlfriend Laura's house, and she lives in like a newer neighborhood, and she's has established herself as the Jello shot house. So everybody in the neighborhood knows when they come trick or treating, the adults are going to get Jello shots and the kids are going to get like full size candy bars. Like this is
Yes.
serious, and there's decor everywhere. It's like a whole thing. So I proceed to do way too many Jello shots. Plus, I'm drinking wine. I get trashed.
On Jello shots.
So I was like, it's because I'm 21 and it's fine. So, and she lives, this house is like a 5 bedroom house. Like, it's huge. Like, there's plenty of places to like crash or whatever. So, Cordelia and I spent the night because Justin was working. Oh, yeah. My parents came too. It was pretty great, but they left and I was like, yeah.
Your mom didn't sleep over?
No, she did not.
Okay.
She didn't do any Jello shots either.
Okay, so you saw me run to the kitchen?
Yeah.
All right, because I got to show you something funny. So, as long as we've been on the meds, I've been taking this magnesium right here, which I love because it's kind of like candy. And actually, if I'm like, I want candy and I just eat 2 of these, then I don't want candy anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I do that with like all my vitamins are gummies, and it's like my little.
They're like a treat. Well, okay, so I finally went to the doctor, and she was asking me about all the supplements and everything that I take, and she was like, "Well, that one's not really doing anything." And I said, "But I like it." She said, "Well, then keep eating it, but just add the other magnesium, the glycinate." So I added, and this is the one day I turned on Blur. It was not a great idea. Doesn't matter. So now I have magnesium glycinate plus magnesium citrate and magnesium malate. They don't conflict with each other. Plus, you can't OD on magnesium. It's not a thing. And
I don't know.
I've always taken vitamin, for a couple years now, I've always taken vitamin D, but I take this K2 with D3. And I'm not a supplement person, right? This was a lot of work for me to get in this habit because I just kind of don't think it's real. And then I take vitamin C every day and vitamin A because I read somewhere it helps with lax skin. So I was like, well, if that's true, then it's not going to hurt me. And so then the only thing she had me add was omega-3. These guys, look how big they are. I cannot.
Oh, damn.
They're way too big. So I might have to find a different one. But anyway, then the other day I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw a post that was pretty much like someone bragging that they're in perimenopause, but they don't even know because they're taking this combo of magnesium, vitamin D, and vitamin C and omega-3s. And I was like, holy crap. That's what I take. And also I have noticed since I added, what did I add that wasn't here before? The only thing I added that wasn't here before was the magnesium glycinate. I have felt so much better.
Really?
A month maybe. I sleep great, along with I got rid of a blanket, and so I don't get too hot anymore.
Yeah. I still am battling the night sweats, but it's because I'm grinding my teeth.
Oh, that's still.
Yeah, so it was not getting better. I had my dentist appointment last week, my regular cleaning, and I was like, "Yo, this is like ridiculous." And they're like, "Well, and I even brought the night guard that I'm using, so I was like, you can see if it's just not working. Like my tooth is still really sore back here." And they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna need a custom guard," and I was like, "I fucking figured."
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, so I got scanned for it yesterday. So they will send it off. It's going to cost me $500. I was like, well, if it gives me some relief, and they're like, it's the nicest dentist office. They're like, if you need to do like a couple of payments, that's fine.
Oh, that is nice.
And I was like, well, you guys are awesome. Thank you. I mean, I've been going there for years. So I was like, okay. Anyhow, yeah.
My tooth is gone, right? Remember?
Yeah.
It's a very big hole, and it's finally almost closed up. It took a long time. And I still have another 2 months before I go in to have them check it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a long time for that to.
How long does it take bone to regenerate?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Six
Like
or 8 weeks.
4 months?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that. So I actually, for the first time in my life, feel like the supplements do help and that they're not fake.
No, they're not. And I take all that stuff too. The only thing I don't do, which I did for a long time and I got out of the habit, was the omega 3s, which I do have some. Just need to start taking it again.
The one I still need to add is creatine, but it's hard to deal with. Like, I don't have a routine for that. I can't habit stack it. Like, all this other stuff, I already had a habit because of I like the magnesium chewables. And so then I was like, well, just add this other stuff. So it wasn't like I had to come up with a new routine, but creatine is weird.
And what does creatine do for you? I've only heard it know of it being used for people that are like it's supposed to help you recover after workouts,
Yeah,
right?
that's what it used to be.
But is it for
now
other things
they're
now?
saying it has to do with hydration. It supplies energy to your muscles and promotes brain health
Mm.
and prevents dehydration. That's probably the best part.
Hmm.
So yeah, I still got to figure. So one day at lacrosse, Kari had lacrosse. There's a very, very muscular woman there, and someone was asking her like supplement questions, and so they actually were talking about creatine that day.
Hmm.
And it turns out she's like a fitness influencer. These are like jobs in Austin, apparently.
Blech. All right.
Yeah. So I remember, did I write it down? I must have, because I write everything down because I can't remember anything.
Same.
I just have to go back and look and see what she said. But you know what's funny about that is I follow her now. I'm not going to say who she is because what I'm going to say is maybe not very nice, but she's so muscular that I think she took it too far.
Oh.
Like, and she's not a bodybuilder. She's just really fit, but there's nothing soft on her body left. So she, I think, looks much older than she should.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like she's too cut, not enough body fat, not enough. Yeah. Well, we don't have that problem.
No, I don't have that problem yet. May I be so lucky.
Yeah.
And then so I have another cool update from Wednesday morning. So Kari had Greek goddesses and gods wax museum. So have you done the wax museum thing with Cordelia?
No.
It's usually like a second or third grade thing, and so they all dress up as a character from history. And in this case, because we go to a classical school, it was gods and goddesses. So she was Hippolyta, warrior queen of the Amazons. She had to come up with her own costume, and she had to write a little speech, like 3 sentences. And if you walk up to her and tap her on the shoulder, she comes to life and she gives her speech.
Oh, that's such a cute idea.
She had a shield and a spear and a crown, and she had bulletproof wrist guard, like cuffs.
Very Wonder Woman. I love it.
And in fact, Hippolyta is Wonder Woman's mother. So in the DC universe, that's who she is Wonder Woman's mom. So it was actually not that hard to find cool costume pieces because you could just use the ones that didn't look too Wonder Woman-y.
Yeah.
Well, so everybody's there at school. I know a lot of people from school because there's a ton of crossover just from church, school, other things we do. And one of my friends was standing by me and she said, I just love how you dress. You always look so put together. I'm like,
like, who the fuck are you talking to?
I'm looking around. Well, she only sees me at church. So
okay, so she's seen you and you're like,
so she sees me on the one day a week where I put something together.
Oh, that's so cute. You're like, sorry for the misrepresentation. So sorry that you got this impression.
I almost cried, Cammie, because no one in my whole life, ever, in my entire life, 49 years, has ever said they like my style.
Oh, Eva.
Yeah,
That's
that's
okay.
a huge that's a huge win.
Yes, of course it is. People tell me that all the time, but I'm happy
Well,
for you.
your style, you've always had a style regardless of your size. I have not. I went from my style being like high school to hiding. And
Yeah.
then I didn't know what it was and I had to figure it out.
That's but you know what? That like little self-discovery is like so cool and so freeing and liberating and you're like I don't have to hide. I can be who I am. I can, and just so everyone knows, like I still wear all the clothes that you sent me
Yeah?
because they're all cute. All the jeans fit me great. You know what I'm saying? So you've got it going on. You know what you're doing. It's
Yeah,
just,
but
you know what I
jeans
mean?
are jeans. Like,
Yeah, but I'm telling you, they're not all created equal.
well, this whole conversation was really punctuated by a long stretch of body dysmorphia because 2 weekends ago I went to a wedding
Mm-hmm.
and I had about 3 weeks to figure out what to wear to the wedding. It was in Phoenix, so it
Mm-hmm.
was warm. And I shopped and shopped and I ordered, I must have tried on between 20 and 30 dresses. It was so much work.
That's too much.
And nothing, even on the day that I left, I flew with two dresses and I put one on and I couldn't stand it in the hotel room. And so I went to the black dress, which was technically a little too big. And then I just kind of gave up because I know rationally like no one cares what I am wearing.
No, but it
But
has every you. But
I didn't feel good in any of it.
and you have to feel good, or you're not gonna. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
that's gonna come across.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I need help with the dress thing. So I'll probably go back to that stylist that helped me a year ago and see if she
Yeah.
can give me some advice about what to look for because anything like my rib cage is really large and I've kind of got a middle still, but then my legs are kind of I don't want to even say skinny out loud, but like my shape is not working with a lot of the dresses that are out there and I don't know what to like even look for, which is what made
Yeah.
it so hard.
Yeah. Do you wear shapewear?
Um, a little bit like minimal shapewear. Like I did wear under that dress at the wedding. I wore like boy short, a high waisted boy short, and I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
It felt really comfy and
Mm-hmm.
secure.
Oh yeah, I always, especially if it's like a fancy thing, I want to feel like contained,
Yeah.
right? And so I usually will wear like the ones that come up all the way up to here that are the shorts.
Mm-hmm. Do you have
Like
a brand that you like?
I think the last ones I got were Shaper Mint.
Oh, now that you've
Um,
said it, Instagram heard you, and now I'm gonna get.
yeah, you're gonna get 10,000 advertisements for Shaper Mint. So that's the one I like because it's comfortable enough to feel like you can breathe and you're not like walking around like you're wearing, you know what I'm saying? And it keeps your thighs from rubbing together. It's pretty great. So I
Maybe
wear
we
that
should
under
sign
every
up to
single
be
dress anytime
Shaper Mint ambassador on the show. Like,
oh my gosh. Yeah. So,
I
uh,
I bet they would let us now.
probably. Yeah.
Huh.
Why not? Uh,
Let's try. Maybe
okay.
somebody will buy some Shaper Mints because we said to, and then we'll get like $7 in the mail.
Woohoo! We could share a coffee. We could like both drink from the one latte.
That would be like maybe a sixth of the coffee that I drink in a day on a good day.
Oh god.
This is why I mean I have an espresso machine, so
Yeah, so I think I told you. So was I working last time we were talking? I was talking my
mhm,
regular like
yeah.
yeah. So I had the manager like order me decaf and he's like, "You want what?" I said, "You cannot." I was like, "I can have a wee bit of caffeine, but I'm on, this medication. I was like, you would be peeling me off the ceiling. And so he's like, okay. And then, so they all give me shit about drinking decaf. And then, one of the guys like accidentally made, because they're K cups for the, Keurig or whatever, and accidentally made decaf because he just grabbed it out of the box thinking it was the regular stuff. And he
Mm-hmm.
was like, what the fuck is this? And it was so funny. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you, but I can't be doing that much caffeine.
Mm, it's the only thing I do is caffeine. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, in addiction and recovery news,
Hmm.
the project that I started a while back. I think we
Yeah.
started in August. It's going really well. It's fascinating, and I'm learning a ton. And it's really unusual at work that you get to do something that amazing. So I'm just
Hmm.
trying to be open to whatever comes along in that work. But one of the things that that Matt, the host of that show, is called My Last Relapse. If you like addiction and recovery stories, I highly suggest listening. He says all the time, like, you don't need heroin, you don't need alcohol, you don't need whatever kratom, you don't need cigarettes, but you got to eat. And so food addiction is really wild because you have to eat.
Uh huh. Yeah, it is. It's not like anything else.
Mm-mm.
So it's like, if you were like, oh, you know, I do heroin. Okay, well, do a little bit of heroin, but not so much of heroin. You gotta, in moderation, the fuck.
Mhm.
Like, that is just not helpful.
Yeah, you can't do your macros with heroin. Like,
Oh my God. I'm so glad I never tried those illicit drugs.
I mean, I didn't do anything except for weed, and
Hmm.
this was like 1998 for a few months because everyone I was hanging out with was really into it, and they
And you
smoked a
just got right
ton.
on that peer pressure
Well,
train.
already smoked cigarettes, and
Yeah.
actually, I have one exception to the 1998, which you're gonna love. So, um, for the first half of my senior year of college, we smoked a lot, and I would say maybe a couple times a week is a lot, like more than I should have been
A couple
for.
times a day is a lot. A couple times a
Yeah.
week is not a lot.
Well, it's all contextual. So
Okay.
around our friend groups, like nobody was doing it, and then a small group of us were smoking a couple times a week, or some of them every day. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't doing it every day. Well, sometime in the like late fall, probably right around November, I was like, I don't want to do anything. This doesn't feel good. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stop for a week and see if I feel better. And I quit for a week, and I was like, this, this is, I'm not going to keep doing that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it was so obvious that I was like, I'm never doing that again. And I really haven't, except for one time
This one time at band camp.
in Seattle.
Oh, of course.
This one time in Seattle, I was hanging out with your mom.
Of course you were. I knew she was going to be in this story. I fucking knew it. I was like, the Deborah is going to show up. Go ahead. You finish.
Well, we had gone to the Met for dinner one night when she was in town, and I was always in town by myself. I had an apartment. And so we went and had steaks or whatever. And then we decided to walk back to my apartment. And the Deborah, uh, I think she had a vape.
Oh, I'm sure.
She had some right when we walked out of the restaurant. And so we were walking down the hill. It's about a mile from the restaurant back to the apartment. So it was about a
She
20
walked a
minute walk.
mile.
Okay, because she got high. So she didn't care. So she got high right when we left the restaurant, and we started walking. And as we start walking, she's getting higher and higher as we're walking
Walking down.
down the hill. And by the bottom, I was like, man, you're stoned.
Yeah. Oh, that is so great.
And then I think it may have been the same day or it may have been a different day. It was probably the same day. I was like, okay, fine, give me a little bit. And so I just, I just had like a puff, and I got high for about 20 minutes, and then I was back to normal. And I was like, Still don't like it.
Still wasn't great. It still wasn't your thing. Yeah.
No.
I don't like doing it all the time, but every once in a while it's nice. Yeah.
Just like the tiniest amount, I think, if I've cared, like if someone was around and asked me, I'd probably be like, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
It just is not interesting to me. I'd rather read a book.
Well, yeah. I'd rather have like the time and the ability to read a book where I wasn't like interrupted 47 times and,
Mm-hmm.
you know, getting, Capri Sun and chips and
Yeah,
for, children.
right.
That would be
Since we're in the book recommendation part of the show,
yes.
I read an excerpt from this book called Murderland. I think it was, I must have seen it online, and I was hooked immediately. So
Ooh, that
this
sounds like
woman,
something I would like.
it's like it's true. It's nonfiction, and it's a cross of geology and serial killers and like Pacific Northwest history.
Oh yeah. Well, there's lots of them.
And her basic theory is, and is very well researched and well documented, that the reason there were so many serial killers coming out of the Pacific Northwest was that they were all poisoned with heavy metals like lead, arsenic, and other ones because there were all these smelters, and the biggest one being in Tacoma. And so she,
Seriously?
seriously, and the
I have
stuff
never
they
heard this.
put into the air, the water, and the soil around Tacoma, I am sure it's still there.
Well, sure.
But it was awful. And the companies who were putting it there had their own doctors who just denied that there
We're
was
like,
ever a
it's
health.
fine.
They'd test the elementary school kids they'd test them for lead, and they'd all have like hundreds of times the limit, the safe limit. And then they'd be like, oh, it's no big deal. And so the theory is that the lead is what caused these people to all become serial killers. Ted Bundy, Green River, BTK.
Yeah.
Like, and it's such a good book. It's
Interesting. I mean, I do believe that that would definitely have an effect on your brain chemistry.
mm-hmm.
And however, it's it's probably like exacerbated something that was already there.
Yes.
Not like, okay, if they hadn't had this thing, they would have led normal lives and not hurt anybody. No. Personally, that I would, but is it a contributing factor? Probably.
Probably.
I mean, if that's really, what was going on, do I think, yeah, cuz that shit will fuck you up.
It seems like it was a combo of like environment, being abused as children or
Being
something.
and it was just another facet
Right.
to the whole big picture.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's wild. What's it called again?
Murderland.
Murderland. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
I have a book rec.
Oh, good.
It's called Watson, A Cat in the Zombie Apocalypse.
Mm.
And it's uh like if you had a tween that likes horror stuff, you could totally recommend this book to them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not very advanced, like, I don't know what the right word is. Like, it's not advanced reading. So it's pretty simple. Like, I could have just sat and read the whole thing in a couple of hours probably. But I haven't read it all yet, but it's a really cute story.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's cute in the sense that it's all from this cat's perspective and how his owner gets, eaten by zombies, and now he has to like figure out how he's going to feed himself. And so instead of like eating his owner, he chooses to like leave. And
Cool.
then he befriends this Saint Bernard. And so they're like you know, zombie apocalypse buddies. So that part of it I think is like really cute, but I'm like
Mm-hmm.
then it's like surrounded by all of this like horror and mayhem and stuff like that, but I think it's really cute.
Super into Zombies 4. the Disney zombies movies.
I haven't seen it. We haven't seen any of those.
They're so good.
Really?
Cordelia will love them. Yeah, they're great.
Oh, okay. I'll have to
Yep.
check those out.
Yep. They're awesome.
Yeah. Well, we better hop off here because I gotta
I know.
get
It's
my
Friday
kiddo.
afternoon. I got to get
I
some
know.
more real work done.
Okay.
And my husband's going hunting again for the third weekend.
Is he
Um,
actually getting anything?
they did not the first weekend. Then they got two
What's
hogs.
he hunting for? Deer?
They were hunting for deer. Then they were like, well, we might shoot some hogs. So they did. They shot two hogs last weekend.
Oh.
And then he came home with them. And when I got home with the girls that night,
Like
he was
he didn't
like,
take them to the butcher?
he
Does he dress
skinned
them
out.
himself?
Yeah, he always has. He's a redneck.
In your garage? Like,
In the driveway.
oh hell.
So when I got home,
You live in an actual neighborhood. Like you
Yeah.
don't live in like the woods where you can
No.
take your hog that you just shot into the shed.
it's still Texas.
Oh, that's I keep
I mean,
forgetting.
I grew
I'm
up
so
in
sorry.
Minnesota where like routinely I would go to Target and see a truck full of bucks.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah, you just like go to the store and there'd be like some pickup truck with like 4 to 8 dead deer in the back. It's called a truck full of bucks.
Oh, that's really cute.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
It's been a while though. So anyway, he was skinning out one of the hogs when we got home and I was kind of like, "Do you want them to see that?" And they wanted to see it so bad.
Oh, you know
So-
what? At that point, you know what? I'd be like, sure, go ahead.
Yeah,
Like
they didn't
they're
care.
his kids too.
They are. It's not like it's not nature. I mean, what am I hiding from them? It's
I
fine.
mean, no. At that point, especially if it's like part of his normal like routine, he probably goes every year, right?
He used to. It's a little harder to hunt here because there's no public land, so you have to put in for a permit really early, and then you have to get lucky. So they just
Oh, is
got
it like a
lucky this
lottery
year.
kind of thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And his brother moved here a couple years ago, and he has access to land, so they have been going more. But yeah, they're going again. So tomorrow we have a lacrosse game in the morning, and then this is another weird one. Yesterday I was at a conference, and it was local, and I met a children's author there. Her name is Meredith Davis.
Mhm.
Writes kids books for 8 to 12, so like tweeny
Yeah.
books. And so she was telling me all about her books, and then it was time to sit down because they were going to start again. And I opened my phone, and the post said, "Meet author Meredith Davis at Barnes and Noble." And it was another friend of mine posting about the author I just met, that she was having a book signing tomorrow morning for her new book at this Barnes and Noble opening. I was like,
Weird.
that-
Weird.
that wasn't my phone listening. That was just straight up weird.
It's just woo. Okay.
So on the next break, I went over to her and I was like, "You're not going to believe this." So I'm going to take the girls to Barnes and Noble to meet Meredith and like pick up her books.
Oh, okay.
And she was really curious about like, what does Kari like to read? And I was like, I survived, because that's all she wants to read. Do you know those?
I don't.
Oh, they're like, I survived 9/11. I survived a shark attack. I survived a volcano, an earthquake, and I survived Nazi Germany. There are all these like amazing stories of people who survived from horrible things that happened.
Oh. All right. So we got a little true crime junkie in the works here.
She'll pretty much read anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's the plan.
All right. Well, you have to let me know if any of her stuff is good. I'll go buy it.
Oh, I will. For sure. If
So.
it's good, I'll probably just make it everybody's Christmas present this year just to
Ooh,
support her.
okay. I like it.
All right.
All right, girlie. Well, enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
And
No one ever showed up for the live stream, but you know what? We'll keep trying.
why not? I think if we advertise we're going live, might be probably better. I don't know.
We'll try that next time.
We'll see.
Okay.
Okay. All right.